Hey there you guys, welcome to Alan Wake 2 on Ryzen 7 5700X and RTX 5070, 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM, game settings set to 1440p, DLAA of course, it's here, and max settings possible including Raytracing. Let me move this out of the way. Yeah, including Raytracing right here. And we are getting 100% GPU usage with a 20 FPS, of course, that's expected. Path tracing is so intensive as this forest.
I think I hear someone.
One sec, let's take the
Could
map
be our
first.
deputy.
So yeah, such thing is expected playing this on path tracing. The trees looks a bit weird.
Hey there, Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said
Maybe
you'd be coming
because,
by
I
to
don't
take
know,
over the
we'll
case.
see about that.
You're half right. Anderson?
So let me check the settings. Just rechecking the settings once more because the game looks weird. It's 1440p DLA. Graphics still on max settings possible. And yeah.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am.
Oh, one sec. This thing right here is activated actually.
I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that,
Yeah,
you
looks
know, that,
looks better.
Federal agents
One
right
sec,
here
let's
for me.
skip this.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
I was getting to that, Thornton.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple
Yeah,
out-of-towners.
let's skip this. And there's
I
not
wanna see
much
the
to
body.
show with this
How do we
settings
get
since
there?
the performance
Oh,
is
sure, that's real simple.
will
Just
not
through the
allow
hole in the
you
fence, down the hill towards the lake,
to
around
have
the old convenience store. You
smooth
can't miss it.
experience. So let's jump to quality instead.
Everything's been closed since the area was
So-
fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
So we had 20 FPS now with 100%
Before we
usage.
get to the crime scene, there's
The
time to review
usage
the
is
facts of the case so
same
far.
100%
Make sure I'm
still.
seeing the clues
So I need to lower this even more.
clearly.
And now we're having 35 FPS. I
The
think I'll
mind
skip
place.
this part.
We're just getting started.
So we're back
Let's
in
head down
here.
the hill to the crime scene.
35 FPS with 99 GPU percent, 11
Hey, Casey.
gigabytes for RAM
You're
usage.
putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring?
Still 30 FPS.
You know what
It's
happens
gonna
to
be a
cops who
horrible
say this is
experience
their
with
last case.
frame gen.
Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Looks beautiful. Graphics looks nice.
Oh, it's me a headache. It's too much sky.
So this was enough for the DLSS. Let's try to go with performance. DLSS performance reader. No, we didn't get 60 yet. Still look a bit
Not a
sharp
bad place to get murdered.
with
Getting back
performance.
to nature is your thing.
Not so sharp, but it's not so blurry.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain.
GPU usage still
Here, it
100%
feels
there.
like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Yeah, so let's jump to frame gen instead. Let's keep this on quality. Let's turn on DLSS frame gen. This is not multi-frame gen, it's just frame gen, the traditional one. Let's see if we are getting a smooth experience, and I'm already sensing some latency there. Let's make sure.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton,
60
I take it.
FPS
That's me, at your
with
service.
100%
Ready to
GPU
get this
usage.
case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
There is a small input latency.
That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers, shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Yeah, definitely there is some input latency there. FPS dropped to 58. Not so bad, it's still playable. Yeah. So let's try high settings instead of ultra. So I switched it to medium settings. We were actually testing high settings. There is not much of ultra options in here except some like textures and object density I mean. So yeah, we say I dropped the settings to medium. So 1440p DLSS set on DLA, frame gen is off. Medium preset with some options pushed to high. Doesn't affect much of the performance. But anyway, including Raytracing, it's now on medium preset. So let's
To the crime scene.
see how much we are getting. So we had 20 FPS with max settings DLA. Now we are having 25 FPS with medium settings, including Raytracing DLA. Not much
Hey,
of
You putting me in charge. Why
performance
now?
difference, and so is the
Detective
visuals.
that I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of
I
retiring?
switched it to keyboard and mouse because
You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
when I was recording and switching between keyboard and mouse, keyboard and controller, the game stutters for a millisecond there, and that affects
Guys are
our
out.
lows.
You okay?
So since this is not a playable settings, there is no need to waste time. Let's start testing quality instead on
jump
DLSS. Let's see how much we are getting. 43 FPS there. We had 30 with max settings DLSS, and now we are getting 45. 10 more frames difference. 30, 37 for the lows. GPU usage is 99% still.
Headache. Too much sky.
There is too much sky. That's a weird
Not a bad place
something
to get
to
murdered.
say.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Let's try turning off path tracing before we try Oh, never mind. I have already tried that. Doesn't push much of performance. So frame gen is enabled for now. Let's see how much
Should
we
have
are
bought an
getting.
umbrella.
I like
70 FPS there,
The only thing
with
around here
99
that
GPU
feels
usage
like
still.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
11 gigabytes
They
RAM
did.
usage there.
Next
Almost
coffee's
12.
on me.
No, almost 12. Yeah. Game feels more smoother. I don't feel any input latency there.
Can I make it, Mulligan? Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
It's dark, so dark. Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
You can't open that. Yeah, so this was medium settings.
So,
I think I'll try low with no ray tracing since the game will look horrible. Yeah, there is no need to use ray tracing with low settings. Let's push everything to low now. So low preset, I'll keep these things activated. There is no need to push everything to the lowest settings possible. Turn off frame gen, DLAA. So actually, before we try low settings without the ray tracing, let's try max settings without ray tracing. So DLA 1440p max settings possible. Ray tracing is turned off, including frame generation is also turned off. So let's see how much we can get. GPU usage is 99% with 51 FPS. We can't get 60 FPS on this game.
This one of your hunches,
Raw
Anderson?
performance
Something
on
happened at the
Ultra.
lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for
3844 for the
Safety.
lows.
They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure.
52
It's
for
not that
average
complicated.
FPS. VRAM is 10
Nightingale was out
gigabytes.
in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table.
Game
cut his
still
heart
looks
out.
great.
But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
3845 for the lows.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I did.
Let's try, what is it called? DLSS quality.
No trees got that big.
67, 66. Not much of
You need to get out more.
gains
It's
there.
kind of creepy, though. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot.
Let's skip this.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my
GPU usage
alley.
still
Nightingale came
99%.
this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
1 sec, let's do this thing right here.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Let's try around here. Maybe we find something if you're stuck and
I'm
sure
gonna
how
go
to
check
process.
something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Can't go any further. Water's too deep.
Game looks nice and creepy there. Silent Hill vibes. Looks great. 70 FPS and we get 63 FPS around here. By the way, this forest is so intensive.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Can we go up there? Yes, we can.
I'll be back in a second.
66 FPS. I didn't play this game yet. I think I should play this. Can we go inside this shed right here? So this was quality. Let's go with frame gen. So max settings possible, quality DLSS and frame gen is activated, no ray tracing. Recalculating frames, GPU usage is 99% still with 100 FPS in here, 100 plus FPS. Forest looks really nice, I don't feel any input latency. 75, 86 for the lows. RAM usage is almost 12 gigabytes. Absolute Silent Hill there. I don't know what's that. I think it's shotgun ammo or something like that. I don't see any flickering or anything. The lighting looks really cool. I wouldn't tell this as a frame generation without looking at the settings. Yeah. So this was frame gen with the high settings possible. Let's go with the medium settings instead. So 1440p DLA, medium settings, ray tracing is turned off, frame gen is also off. Recalculating frames, we are getting 766 FPS. Let's check again, maybe frame gen is turned on. No, it's not. Because I left it on earlier and I had to restart the whole benchmark for that. Anyway, 68 FPS with GPU usage is 99%, almost 70, so this is the only settings that can push the performance to 60 FPS without using any software tricks such as upscaling or frame gen. This right here is raw performance. Graphics still looks great. VRAM is 10 gigabytes. I don't feel any stuttering or anything. Game is smooth and nice. Mortar falls. I would recommend this, it's nice.
I'm getting flashbacks. Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side slasher. But that case was completely
I don't know,
different.
The trees,
I
Anderson.
think I lost the
The body trees in the
the
forest.
guy. Yeah, so let's go with the DLSS quality. So 1440p DLSS quality, medium settings, frame gen is off, including with ray tracing. GPU usage still 99%. I don't think this game will ever bottleneck the system.
This can't be the right way.
What's going on? Whatever. So recalculating frames again, we are getting 86 FPS. 100 FPS if we look behind, 80 if we look that way, not much of gains from 70, 60 to 80. Let's go back from the same way that we came from. There is no need to use DLSS on medium settings, only if you wanna some few frames there. DLA looks fine and smooth to play. 69, 74 for the lows. We're back to the store. Yeah, so the settings is completely fine. I would recommend you to go with DLA instead with medium. So frame gen now with medium settings, DLSS quality 1440p. Ray tracing is always off with these settings, with this part of the video. So GPU usage is almost 100% still. 10 gigabytes for the VRAM, almost 12 gigabyte for the RAM, and we're getting 139 FPS. 89, 114 for the lows at the moment. Let's run and see the performance. No, it didn't
Did you know this
change.
entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school.
128.
I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
What's that yellow eye
Good to see you
on
still
the left side of the screen? I don't know what's
Forest
that.
can be a dangerous place.
140 FPS in here. So yeah, there is no need to try low settings since the game is completely playable on medium with no ray tracing. I'll try to find some custom settings. I'll be back in a few seconds. So I couldn't find any settings that can be played at 60 FPS with ray tracing enabled. This game it's not actually optimized, but it is heavily demanding, relies on shaders and path tracing. So yeah, if you wanna play with ray tracing, you have got to use frame gen. And of course, don't forget ray tracing. Now I'm using high settings preset with ray tracing set to low. So yeah, to play with ray tracing, the only way is to use frame gen with this game. It's heavily demanding. There is no way to play. Let's try to push to medium. Let's see how much. 60 FPS, 66 FPS there. It's fine. So yeah, this is a heavily demanding game. If you wanna use Raytracing, you have got to use DLSS and FrameGen. There is no way to play this on 60 FPS for all performance with Raytracing enabled. So yeah, as I said on the beginning of the video, if you want to play this on 60 FPS raw performance, you need to turn off the ray tracing. So yeah, it's a shame that we cannot do this on 5070. We can't get such performance, good performance, or any other card. So yeah, this was Alan Wake 2 on Ryzen 7 5700X RTX 5070, 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I'm gonna give you a quick look on the settings right here. So yeah, these settings I'm getting 60 FPS, and I think I'll play the game using these. 1440p DLSS set on quality, FrameGen is enabled, high preset with medium ray tracing. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. If you want to see me testing any other game, just let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next